Hello YouTube. Today I will be upgrading the RAM in my MSN, that's going back so, in my MSI gaming laptop. I'll be upgrading from 8GB to 16GB, and I've managed to source the exact same numbers on this stick of RAM as what was already in the laptop, which is good. See if I can pull it up on the system here. Currently installed physical memory 8 gigs. The other thing that we're going to be doing is upgrading to Wi-Fi 6. Now currently we have an Intel dual band wireless AC3168 chip, but I'm maxing out at 160 megabits per second, and I'm needing more when I'm downloading 180 gig files. So got hold of, let's see if we can get close enough, got hold of this, the Intel AX200 NGW. This is Wi-Fi 6, and apparently it'll outrun my internet, which is supposedly going to give me 350 megabits per second. Now, to get into the laptop, I'm not going to insult anybody's intelligence. It's not the hardest thing in the world. A couple of screws, quite a few actually. One thing though, if you haven't taken it apart yet, there is a screw just underneath this sticker, and all the other ones are in plain sight. Obviously unplug everything from it before you undo it. And I highly recommend one of these kits. I think I got it for a tenner, less than a tenner on eBay. All the different sizes, different shapes, and these are handy for pulling apart phones and cases and whatnot. But yeah, so I'll put a quick time lapse on, taking the back off, and then come back in a second. Right, okay, so that's all the screws removed. Like I mentioned before, for this particular laptop, push up from the rear of the screen here, see where it's just popping off there, rather than doing it on the other side where all the microphone and headphone ports are. If you do it from this side, just slowly ease it all the way around. You'll hear a couple of clicks, a couple of cracks. Shouldn't be too much force needed to pop this off. And then once you get to this side, can you still see? Oh my gosh, brilliant. Once you get to this side, you want to just sort of shimmy it across a bit, just so it clears all the ports. Should be a nice little crack as you do it. That's if you've taken all the screws out. Right, so all the way at the end, and then just a little push and it pops off. Back this way, bring you around. So I think I'll do the RAM first because that's the easiest one. So in case you've never been in yours before, I would hoover out these, the vents. That's your mechanical hard drive, that's your SSD hard drive. Here are your two RAM slots. And the way that you put them in, see there's a little notch here, just line that notch up. Give it a little push, you'll hear a click, and it's at the minute it's sitting proud, it's sitting up on an angle. Just give it a little push, and click it into place. That's the easy bit done. Now this bit, I've not actually looked yet. This up here, let me just rearrange so that it's not blinding me. This here is what this is going to replace. Okay, so on here and here, They're the two aerials, and here's the socket, the pins that need to go into the socket. So if you bear with me, I'll just remove this as best I can. Keep that sticker. I'm going to put that back once I get the new one out. This should just pull out the power cord like that. Put that to the side. Little screw that holds in the chip. I don't know if you undo it all the way or not, but I'm going to take it all the way just so I can get it out of the way. That lifts up and slides out. Right, we've got, let me just zoom in here. Those two antennas I was on about. The red sleeved one goes on the furthest one away, and apparently these just pop off. Ah, right, yeah, very easy. That's simple. So that's the old one. Here's the new one. Just put the antennas back on the way that they were. That one's on there. This one goes on the furthest away one. Right, so tell you what, we'll put the socket in, we'll put the chip in first. The chip's in. Push it down. Get our screw. Can you tell this is the first time I've done this? Just a bit. Don't want to do it up too tight. Right, now, try and put these back in.
2,000 years later.
Right, I'm not going to lie, that was an absolute nightmare. I've got quite big hands, and that's a fiddly job, and I'm not known for being delicate. So, you've got it back in, you've got the screw tied back down, both your antennas are back and snapped in. Snap your power lead back in. Don't see that's going to be fiddly as well. Snap the power lead back in like that. Don't know if you've got to do this or not, but I'm just going to put the sticker that was there before back over. I think what it's doing is just holding down the antennae. I think. If anyone could let me know if that's right or wrong or not. Just make sure it's all secure, and then refit it all. Oh, if I just knock that loose. I had. Right, so that's back together there. This is the first turn on. Hopefully everything's working tickety-boo. We'll sharp find out. I've got to install the drivers beforehand, so I may have to go into the sitting room and plug it into the router, just so I can get the drivers for the wireless chip. Well, the RAM must be good because we've booted up. Let's just quickly check if it's showing system info. Yes, there we have it. Installed 16 gigabytes. Gigabytes. There we have it. Now, let's just pull up Device Manager. And we'll see if it's actually installed the new card. Let's hang on up. I'll start up OBS and I'll start recording this actually. Start recording. Right, so it looks as if it has found it. Can we update it at all? already installed. Wi-Fi just got better. This uses Wi-Fi 6 for better coverage, blah blah blah. Right, so now let's make sure I'm on my 5 GHz channel. Yes, I am. Right, some family members came, so I had to stop where I was. I'm now in the sitting room. I'm in line of sight, roughly, what, 15 foot away from the router. Let's go on speedtest.net to make sure I'm still on the 5 GHz. Yes, I am. Right, anything more than 160 is a bonus. Anything above 350 is fantastic. Excellent. Go on, 350. Go on, you can do it. No. The wife is streaming the TV upstairs. That might be hogging a little bit difference there. 35-ish. Spot on. Cannot complain about that whatsoever. I haven't put the RAM to the test yet, but the system's recognising it, so it must be quicker when I'm needing it. So, in a long-winded way, that is it. Let's just do it again to make sure. I've installed the RAM, I've installed the Wi-Fi 6 on the MSI gaming unit. Can't remember what the model number is now, but it'll be in the description and the title. Hopefully I've not bored you and you're still here now. And I'd like to think that some of you will give this a try yourself. As you've seen, it's very easy. Just go step by step and remember to remove the screw. Cheers, have a good one.